Is it live? I feel like that's how all live streams start. Is it live? Hi, I think it says it's live. I think it's live, which is a good thing. I don't know how to see if people are on or... Oh, it says one is watching. That's how I tell if people are on. Oh, two. Okay, great. Hello. That could, honestly, the two people could be my family because they're in the same house as me. But hello, I'm Madeline Edwards, or just Maddie. This is Moonlight's Finally Friday happy hour. So if you want, you can get a drink. I have a Capri Sun lemonade because I am 18 years old. But if you like, you can get a drink, or you can just get some snacks. Snacks are good too. I wish I could eat snacks during performances, but I can't. But yeah. Oh, yay! People are commenting. It's saying they're watching. Hello! Oh, this is so fun, because I can see your comments and everything, which is so great. Oh, so fun. Okay, awesome. That means people are watching. Cool. Well, hi, if you just joined. Wow, yeah. Hi, if you just joined. I'm Maddie, or Madeline Edwards, and I was asked to do this really cool Finally Friday night happy hour cabaret type thing for Moonlight virtually, because we cannot perform in person because of this time in our lives, this pandemic going on, but that's okay because we have technology like this to do such cool things. So I was asked to kind of go through my journey with Moonlight that started in 2008, so about 12 years ago, and yeah. But while people are still joining, I thought I would start with a song that I thought was appropriate for the time we are in right now, because we're all home, stuck at home, and we're, you know, kind of having to deal with this new normal, this new reality that we're faced with. So I thought the song would be appropriate, and I sung it in a Moonlight show not 2 years ago, like a year and a half ago. Yeah, like a year and a half ago. So I wanted to start tonight with Home from Beauty and the Beast. So yeah, let's just start. Yes, I made the choice. For Papa I will stay. But I don't deserve to lose my freedom in this way, you monster. If you think that what you've done is right, well then, you're a fool. Think again. Is this home? Is this where I should learn to be happy? Never dreamed that a home could be dark and cold. I was told every day in my childhood, even when we grow old, home should be where the heart is. Never were words so true. My heart's far, far away. Home is too. What I'd give to return to a life that I knew lately, and to think I complained of that dull provincial town. Is this home? Am I here for a day or forever? Shut away from the world until who knows when. Oh, but then, as my life has been altered once, it can change again. Build higher walls around me, change every lock and key. love that song. I watched Jacob's live stream from last week, a few days ago, and he's totally right. It's a lot more nerve-wracking not having people in front of you while singing, but if you just joined, welcome to Moonlight's Finally Friday Happy Hour. I have a nice lemonade Capri Sun to drink, but if you want to pour yourself, whatever, that's fun too. But hi, I'm Madeline Edwards, or just Maddie, and I was asked to kind of go through my journey with Moonlight over the past 12 years. Sorry, I have my lyrics right in front of me because a lot of these songs I haven't sung in a couple years. But yeah, I was asked to sing through my Moonlight journey, and it's so cool because now I'm 18, so I can actually work for Moonlight in the city of Vista. And I was actually when did we get the news? On Wednesday or Tuesday, I was cast in Something Rotten as Portia, and unfortunately, if you saw what Moonlight posted yesterday, due to global reasons, medical reasons, we cannot put on those two shows, but Moonlight has such a great season coming up ahead of them, and they still have 3 fantastic shows that they're going to show, Cinderella, Ragtime, and Kinky Boots, which are also great. So, hello, yeah, okay, we're just gonna keep going then. So, I want to start my Moonlight journey all the way back in 2008 when I saw my first ever Moonlight show. I was 6 years old. Yeah, I was 6 years old, and my uncle brought me to go see Les Mis. And, as a 6-year-old, you don't really understand the whole concept behind Les Mis and what's going on, really. I mean, I knew they were singing the whole time and they never actually spoke, but that's about all I got. But I remember as a 6-year-old, this is one of the first memories I have of musical theater. Because I just remember the first, if you've seen Les Mis, you know how the show opens, that huge, just like, musical introduction, and that, even as a 6-year-old, not understanding what Les Mis was about, I still could just feel the power of live music, having that orchestra right in front of you, and then seeing the live actors on stage getting to do, tell this story. It was so cool. So, I wanted to sing a song from Les Mis because it's a little appropriate, and of course everyone's heard this song a million times, but this is On My Own from Les Mis, and I love this song just because, yes, it's overdone, and yes, everyone and their sister has sung it at some point in their lives, but it's a classic and you can't really go wrong with it, and it kind of relates to what we're going through right now. We're all kind of, stuck in our homes and houses all on our own, but yeah, so I hope you enjoy. This is On My Own from Les Mis. On my own, pretending he's beside me, all alone, I walk with him till morning. Without him, I feel his arms around me, and when I lose my way, I close my eyes, and he has found me. In the rain, the pavement shines like silver. All the lights are misty in the river. In the darkness, the trees are full of starlight, and all I see is him and me forever and forever. And I know it's only in my mind that I'm talking to myself and not to him. And although I know that he is blind, still I say But when the night is over, he is gone. The river's just a river. Without him, the world around me changes. The trees are bare and everywhere the streets are full of strangers. I love him, but every day I'm learning. All my life I've only been pretending. Without me, his world will go on turning. A life that's full of happiness that I have never known. I love him. I love him. I love him, but only on my own. Yay! Oh, it's so funny having, I don't know, no audience. It feels a little funky, but yeah, I would love if you guys would just, comment whatever you feel like. I want to kind of keep this, sorry, I might water my hand, this interactive as much as possible. Oh my gosh, wait, I just saw Steve comment, you were 6? Yeah, he directed Les Mis. It was so good. I still remember it. And I met a lot of people that day. The one I do remember the most, though, I met Becky Baird. And if you don't know Becky Baird, she kind of trains little baby actors. At least when I was little, she trained us how to audition, what material to audition with, and kind of how to approach the audition scene. And that was really helpful because fast forwarding to 2011, which was 3 years. Yes, I could do math. That was 3 years. I was 9 at this point. And my uncle, who brought me to Les Mis in the first place at Moonlight, said, hey, they're doing Annie at the Moonlight, and, it might just be fun if Maddie auditioned, see what happens, get some auditions under her belt. Wasn't expecting anything. I didn't really know what I was doing going to the audition. I don't think I realized what an audition was. I don't know. But I do remember one thing from the callback. It was the dance call, and they had us do something from Hard Knock Life, and it was easy, it was fine. But then I remember they lined us up in a line and asked us to do time steps because, Annie, the orphans usually tap and never fully dressed without a smile. And I don't think at this point I'd ever taken a tap class, and I just faked a time step, which I'm sure was so horrible. They were laughing on the inside, but you can't laugh at a 9-year-old at an audition. Well, you can, but it's not very nice. But anyway, I just remember that, and somehow I still got cast, but it was fun. And I just remember Annie being such a fun show. There were 9 or 11, I think 11 of us orphans, and we just got so close during the show, and that I really do think that has to do with just the Moonlight culture backstage and also as an audience member. It's just so family friendly, and it's so safe, and it's so fun to be a part of. I just remember being so excited to go to rehearsal every day, and I still am excited to go to rehearsal at Moonlight every day because it's so fun. But yeah, I just remember, again, the live music in that show. We would all be asleep on the stage in our little beds in the orphanage to begin the show, and we got to pretend to be asleep during the overture, and I loved listening to that every day. And I think the first song in the show is Maybe from Annie. I love that song so much. I like the Annie soundtrack probably more than I should admit. I always make fun of the show, but the soundtrack is cute, and I love this song because it's a song about hope, and it's a song about it's literally, you know, it's a prayer of maybe one day I'll get out and I will have a family of my own, and I love it, and it's such a happy song, and I loved listening to it every night on the Moonlight stage as a little 9-year-old, listening to our Annie and Natasha sing it, and yeah, so I thought I would sing it because it's a fun little song. So yeah, this is Maybe from Annie. Betcha they're smart, bet they collect things like ashtrays and art. Betcha they're good, why shouldn't they be? Their one mistake was giving up me. So maybe now it's time, and maybe when I wake, they'll be there calling me baby. Betcha he reads, betcha she sews. Maybe she's made me a closet of clothes. Maybe they're strict, as straight as a line. Don't really care as long as they're mine. So maybe now it's time, and maybe when I wake, won't you please come get your such a fun song. It's so pretty, and I mean, the one reason why I love the Annie soundtrack is just because if you know you don't have a bunch of 8-year-olds squelching their face off, it's actually really pretty and really cool. But yeah, I love that show so much, and it really kind of testified to me that I should pursue performing as long as I can, because it is where I'm happiest, and it is so fulfilling just to get to meet the people you performed for and see how happy they are, because I know as an audience member, especially at Moonlight, everyone is performing for you, and they really are just, the performers are so happy that you're there, because you literally, an audience is all they need. So I'm going to look at some things people are commenting while we have a little bit. Oh, yes, it's so nice to see everyone's comments, because it's kind of like having a live audience. Oh, thank you for saying I did a good job. That's really nice. I hope you all are doing, you know, well in your little quarantine-ness, however you may be spending it, and I hope that everyone is just staying safe and having as much fun as you can. I know it's been a little rainy outside, but I don't know, sometimes it's fun to go dance in the rain. But yeah, anyway, hello to people who have joined, and hi to people who have been watching. I remember something while I was singing that song, I remember in Annie, for some reason, I feel like the orphans did a mic check. It was either every day or once a week. And two of the orphans, I think it was Annie Buckley and I think it was Brooke Henderson. They made up a rap version of You're Never Fully Dressed Without a Smile, which I wish I remembered, because I remember it being so funny. I would sing that for you. Actually, my mom suggested I should sing Never Fully Dressed Without a Smile, but I thought I would do something else, as much as I love that song. But, so after Annie, I kind of took a break from musical theater, and I decided I wanted to brush up on some dance skills, and I did competitive dance for a couple years until I was 15. In 2017, I decided I wanted to do musical theater again, because just dancing, it was great, it was fun, but it wasn't the full performance experience I wanted. And so my mom was looking around at different theater companies doing different community youth theater stuff, and she saw that Moonlight Youth was doing Legally Blonde. And I love that movie. I love that show. I think it's, on the better, side of bubblegum pop musicals. But it's super fun. It's a super fun musical, and so the auditions were at the end of summer, so I worked my butt off that summer, because I didn't even care if I was law student number 4 or 5. I just wanted to be in that show because it's so fun, and it's so energetic, and it's bubbly, which is always fun. So I went to the audition. The audition went fine. Callback was the longest callback of my whole life. It was so hard. Shout out to Moonlight Youth for creating an actual, professional environment. That was just, I remember them lining all of the girls up and having us sing all the different parts, and we had to learn, 3 parts, and I had never sung harmony before, probably in my life, until I was 15, until that audition. But, yeah, it was crazy. And then a few days later, I got a call from our director asking if I wanted to play Elle Woods, and I was jumping up and down, ecstatic, like, oh my goodness, yes. And it was such a fun show. It was so great to be on the Moonlight stage after so many years. It's such a privilege and honor that a youth theater gets to work in that space, on that stage. It's really nobody else gets that real experience, because it's unlike any other, a theater outdoors. It's so cool, and you just have to carry your energy all the way up into the nosebleeds, if you know what I'm talking about. If you've been to Moonlight, I'm sure most of the people on this have. But you have to carry your energy all the way up to the lawn. And yeah, so I wanted to sing a song from Legally Blonde, which is a pretty fun song. Well, kind of sad, but I wanted to give you some context if you don't know the musical very well. Oh, sorry, I got sidetracked by reading a comment. Okay, whew. So context for this song. Elle Woods and Professor Callahan are in a meeting thing after a big break in the case, in the trial, and Callahan kisses Elle, and she's supposed to slap him. Rocco Polanco, one of my favorite human beings, he was our Callahan, and our director, Evan DeAngelis, wanted me to actually slap him because the blocking was kind of funky, trying to make it a stage slap, and this is one of the reasons why I don't do anything but fake slaps anymore. But one night, on closing night, so we have it on video, he kissed me, and I went to hop off the desk I was sitting on, and I kind of fell. I kind of slipped, and my skirt kind of got caught, so I was really disoriented where I was, and not being the smartest person ever, I did not plant my feet before I went to slap him. We had practiced right here on the cheek. It was consistent. It was fine. I decided I would just swing at his face and pray that I would hit the right spot of his cheek, but I missed, and I ended up pretty much like punching him in the nose, and I felt so horrible. I remember putting both hands on my face, and his eyes like just welled up with a bunch of tears, and just probably because I hit him really hard in the nose. And the worst part was, though, somebody in the audience yelled out, "Hit him again!" And I felt so bad. I did not, like, I don't know, I hope you can hear that part on the video. I don't know if you can, but it was so bad, and I felt so horrible, but it's something we laugh about, and it's a little video clip I'll send him every once in a while. Me slapping him so hard. I'm so sorry. But yeah, so this song, sorry, I digress. This song is sung after that scene where Elle is fired from the intern position of being a law associate person, and Jake Bradford, who was my original Emmett, he could not record the other half of the duet, so we got his little brother too. Thank you, Josh. So the other person you will be hearing in this duet is Josh Bradford. His voice is fantastic, and he has been in many Moonlight shows as a little kid and also a teen. He was in Matilda, Newsies, and soon to be in other ones. And yeah, so it's super fun, and I love Josh and I love singing with him, so this is probably the closest I'll get for the next few months. But yeah, this is Legally Blonde from Legally Blonde. Oh, let's see if, there we go. Take back the books and pack up the clothes. Clear out the room and drop off the key. Leave with what's left of my dignity. Get in the car and just go. Chalk it all up to experience. They said I'd fail, but I disagreed. Who could say then where my path would lead? Well, now I know. Back to the sun, back to the shore, back to what I was before. Back on my own, back in my own very small pond. Laugh with my friends when I arrive. We'll drop the top and just drive. That's fine with me, just to let me be legally blonde. Thanks for your help and for all you've done. Thank you for treating me decently.
What's wrong?
Maybe someday you can visit me. Give me a call, say hello.
Wait, where are you going?
Sorry, I'm letting down everyone.
What's brought on this?
You did your best with a hopeless.
That's ludicrous.
You are the best thing about this place.
Oh, you should know.
Callahan hit on me.
He what?
He kissed me. He fired me. There's no reason for me to stay.
How about love? I never mentioned love. The timing's bad, I know. But perhaps if I made it more clear that you belong right here, you wouldn't have to go. 'Cause you know that I'm so much in love.
Back to the sun, back to the shore, back to what I was before.
Please will you open the door?
Lie on the beach, dream within reach, don't stray beyond. Some girls fight hard, some face the trial, some girls were just meant to smile.
If you can hear, can I just say how much I want you to stay?
It's not up to me, just to let me be
need you to stay.
It's not up to me, just to let me be legally blonde. Yeah, that was so fun. Thank you, Josh, for doing that. It's funny because you guys kind of sound the same, you and Jake, which is always fun. All you boys are so talented. So yeah, Legally Blonde was so much fun, and that show was kind of my step into finding, you know, I'm only 18, so I can't really say a career path, but a career path. You know, I've decided I want to study this in college, and I probably want to just teach it one day because the teachers and directors I've had in my life are the reason I'm still doing all of this. That's one of the great things about Moonlight Youth, though, is getting to participate not only with Moonlight as a little kid, but Moonlight Youth. You get to work with some of the best directors. You know, for Legally Blonde, we had Evan DeAngelis. For Beauty and the Beast, which was a year later, we had Steve Glaudini. Sorry. We had Steve Glaudini. And if you don't know, he's like the king of Moonlight, you know. He is amazing, and it was such an amazing experience getting to work directly with him as a youth. That's such an awesome privilege just to get that. And yeah, so going forward in my Moonlight journey, I decided I wanted to just keep doing this. I did a couple other shows. I did what was that one in the middle? Oh, Spelling Bee. I did Spelling Bee, which was super fun. And then on the main stage, the year after Legally Blonde, we did Beauty and the Beast. And Beauty and the Beast was always a dream show of mine. I was in it when I was 8 years old, actually, and I played a fork, which is pretty cool. But I just remember I would always watch the Belle from offstage in that show, and Belle would, and along with Ariel, but Belle was one of my favorite Disney princesses growing up, and the fact that I was just given the opportunity to get to play this character was such a cool thing, and it's such a magical show. If you've ever been in it or just seen it, you know that it's, you know, a Disney show that's like kind of bubbly and lighthearted, but it means something, and it really does have an amazing story. And for the musical, there were songs that were added to the show, only a couple, but this one I'm about to sing was actually added, I don't know how many years later, but it was added for a specific actress. And it's kind of funny because a lot of people don't like this song in the show. They like it more in a cabaret setting, but I like this song because it just is about change, and it's about how change can be good, and you don't have to be afraid of it. And you know, right now, there's a lot of change going on in the world, and we have to be sensitive to everyone and their circumstances that they're having to live in, because change is hard for a lot of people, and especially people in the performing arts business. This change is really hard. It's hard to not have an audience, you know, that I can look at, and that I can, you know, not only just see little profile pictures that actually react off an audience. It's different, but it's a good experience, and change is okay, and it will one day hopefully go back to normal soon, so we can go and enjoy being an audience member or a performer. And yeah, so sorry, I just read Geraldine's comment. I need Steve Glaudini to make King of Moonlight name place card for his desk. I agree. We should make that for him. But anyway, I wanted to sing Change in Me from Beauty and the Beast because it's a fun little song. And yeah, I'm gonna take a sip of water, and then we will go ahead and sing. Yay! Sing. No! I have done this so many times. Okay. I've done this so many times now. I have gone through this music, and I knew this was going to happen the minute I started the live stream, was that an ad was going to pop up, and it was, oh, it's okay, I should have downloaded the tracks maybe. Oh well, that's fine. Small delay. Okay, this is changing me from Beauty and the Beast. There's been a change in me, a kind of moving on, though what I used to be, I still depend upon, for now I realize that good can come from bad, that may not make me wise, but oh, it makes me glad, and I never thought I'd leave behind my childhood dreams, but I don't mind, for now I love the world I see. No change of heart, a change in me. For in my dark despair, I slowly understood my perfect world out there had disappeared for good. But in this place I feel a truer life begin, and it's so good and real. It must come from within, and I never thought I'd leave behind my childhood dreams, but I don't mind, for now I love the world I see. No change of heart, a change in me. No change of heart, a change in me. Yay! That's such a fun song. Yeah, it was such a fun show, and it was such a beautiful show too. The costumes we had, everything was so amazing. But after Beauty and the Beast, I did so many fun things. But with like Moonlight in particular, but I got to direct one of their intern shows, which is another really cool thing that the youth program does. You can, I think in the spring, they're starting to make it an annual thing where you can, you can intern a show, you can intern direct, you can intern, costume design, anything like that. And it's totally intern run, and that was super cool. But yeah, so Beauty and the Beast was fun. And I'm trying to think. Yeah. So fun. fun. Sorry. I lost my train of thought. Anyway, so Moonlight has been such a fantastic place to grow up in theater. And it's such an honor getting to work with the people that they give you, especially in the youth part of the theater. And they are planning on, in the fall of next year, I know they just had to cancel Little Women, which was a huge bummer. I was excited to see that because that cast was going to be so good, and hopefully they still get to do something. I don't know. It's hard right now with all of these shows getting postponed, canceled, or not even knowing, will we be postponed? Will we be canceled completely? It's hard trying to, okay, I just saw Jack sing Lunchbox from Junie B. Jones. Oh, well. Sorry. Anyway, it's hard because we don't know what's going on right now, and we're getting updates every day from theaters and just from the Department of Health, wondering when all this is going to die down. So, but luckily we get to have amazing internet connection, and it's super fun. So sorry, what I was getting to was Moonlight Youth this fall, I guess the fall of 2020, they're planning to do Wizard of Oz, which is going to be such a magical show. It's such a timeless show. You really can't go wrong with doing it. I've seen it a million times, and professional youth, community theater, just all over the place. And it's so cool that they're going to be able to bring that show back to the Moonlight, because I know Mainstage did it, I don't know how many years ago. I don't know, but a while ago. And so getting to let the youth do that show, it's going to be such an amazing experience, and so cool to go watch it, because it'll be one of the first Moonlight Youth shows I won't be a part of in the past 4 years or 3 years. 4 years? 3 years? I don't know. What feels like forever. But yeah, so after Beauty and the Beast, the next year I did Freaky Friday with Moonlight Youth, which was so fun, and we got an amazing director, J. Scott Lapp, which is another just such a cool opportunity to work with somebody like that. But this is kind of the end of our cabaret Friday night little singing fun party. But I wanted to sing something from what Moonlight will put on in the fall, or Moonlight Youth put on in the fall, which is Over the Rainbow. Just because, it's raining outside. I wanted to do this outside because Moonlight is outside. But, it's raining. But, so I thought this song would be appropriate to sing because not only is it from the show, but it's, waiting for a brighter day. And I think that's kind of what we're all doing right now. Waiting for the day where we're told we can perform for live audiences again. Or, if you're not a performer, just go back into work, go back to school, or anything that is your old normal. And it's a hard time, but it's fun, and we still get to sing for each other, which is so great. And the support that the theater community has right now really means a lot, and just people's donations and people being there for their friends. And not only is it performers, but it's also stage managers and costume designers and lighting designers, everyone involved in live theater. It's just the musicians and everyone. They're having a rough time right now because, yes, you have a job title, but you are going quite literally from job to job because, a show is your job, and it's kind of hard not being able to do not only your job, but what you love and what you're passionate about. It's kind of hard, but I'm so glad that we got to have a little powwow tonight and and have a fun little party. I'll call it a party. So I'm going to close out this live with Over the Rainbow from Wizard of Oz. Yeah. When all the world is a hopeless jumble and the raindrops tumble all around, heaven opens a magic lane. When all the clouds darken up the skyway, there's a rainbow highway to be found, leading from my window pane to a place behind the sun, just a step beyond the rain. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble smells like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't I? Yay, oh, I like that song. It's such a fun, pretty one. Oh, sorry, I kicked the yoga mat holding up my lyrics. Anyway, yeah, that was a little fun Friday cabaret happy hour singing party thing that we did. Thank you so much for everyone who watched. I did not expect this many people to actually watch, but I'm so happy that you made some time to come watch. And even if you're watching this, a couple days later, this will be posted on the Moonlight timeline. Thank you for watching, and I hope everyone is staying safe. And if you do know somebody or you are somebody who is affected, of course everyone's affected, but especially our performers out there, if you know anybody in the performance industry, just reach out to them and tell them you love them, because it is a really hard time for us, and it's hard to have an outlet to perform for our lovely audiences. And I thank everyone again just for watching, and I hope you all stay safe. Ooh, I just spilled my Capri Sun. That's fine. I hope you all stay safe, and thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed our little happy hour singing thing. Yay, okay, bye.